Hi everybody! Thank you for joining me today on Craft with Hailey. Today we're going to be making a printmaking craft using apples or potatoes. Some of the supplies you're going to need for this craft is going to be either an apple or a potato. For my demonstration I'm going to be using a potato. You're also going to want to have a paintbrush, a paring knife or a butter knife, and washable kids paint. I'm going to be using the color green today because it's my favorite, but you can really use any type that you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my potato in half. Okay, and if you look on the inside, this is the part that we're going to be carving, so the soft material inside of the potato. Once you've got your potato cut in half, what you're going to want to do is take a butter knife and kind of carve it up however you like. I'm going to take off the round edges. I'm going to carve a triangle in here. Pop that little piece right out if you want to take a closer look. That's kind of what I've got so far. But you can really do any design. I'm just going to do something geometric. Generally tends to work the best. And I'm using a butter knife for this one instead of a paring knife because it doesn't need to be too sharp. Okay. So I'm going to do kind of a flower design for mine. There we go. A closer look. That's kind of what I've got so far. And I'm going to hold on to this just for a later demonstration. So now, once we've got this all set, the next step is going to be to dab this onto a paper towel just to get kind of some of that wet potato juice off. Okay, so we're going to dab this a little bit and dry that out. There we go. So the next step is we're going to get our paper. I'm going to set mine right here, and then you're going to use your washable paint for this next section. Open that up. And I'm going to be using a paintbrush for mine. I'm just going to apply the paint directly to the brush. Don't need too much, just a little bit. Take my potato and just dab the paint onto the top of the potato where we carved. Now you can actually see that shape that I carved out. Okay. Now we're going to take our sheet with our potato and we're going to press this down. It's recommended that you hold it for about 3 seconds and lift up. You see I've got that shape now. And you can keep doing that into any design or pattern that you want on your paper. Now I'm going to keep dabbing until all my paint is off. You can see the pattern kind of disappears a little bit. For the next part, I'm going to show you how to use the apple. So I'm going to take my paring knife. You're going to want to have an adult help you out with this part. Cut that right in half. And the special thing about the apple is it kind of comes in with a built-in design. If you look, got that star shape right there. So you don't necessarily have to do a whole lot of carving on this one since it does have that shape. kind of focus on that particular pattern instead of making your own with the potato. So we're going to do something similar like we did with the potato. We're going to get our piece of paper, take our apple, and rub the paint onto the top of the apple. Okay, and then we'll see what kind of design or shape we can get. And again, hold it down for 3 seconds. You look right in the middle, I've kind of got a little sort of a star shape. I'm going to redo that, put a little bit more paint onto my shape this time. There we go. Go. I'm going to put this down. Keep going. It's kind of interesting because each time you do it, there's a little less paint, so a little more of the texture of the apple comes out. Bring this in closer so you can see right in there. So that star shape in the center and right there. They almost look like little donuts or moons. For an added challenge, I'm going to do both the apple and the potato in one picture. I'm going to dab that up. Go. And the best way to do this is just to experiment and see what you like and what you don't. Well, that's it for us this week. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you later.